What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Tiger T. I'm Tyler, and today I'm going to do another death battle. We got Gaara versus Toph, Naruto versus Avatar, and so this is going to be a fun one. It's going to be a fun one. Big fan of Naruto, big fan of Avatar, so these are two characters that I feel like I know quite a bit about. Predictions, right? Predictions. I feel like I may have seen this death battle at some point before. Maybe. I don't remember anything about it though. I don't even know. If I were to guess, right? So they're obviously doing the whole like sand earth thing, and I was thinking about this a little bit before I started this that you're watching right now, and I was like, well, Toph is cool. I mean, first off, I'll say Gaara and Toph, two of the coolest characters in their respective shows, right? I think Shippuden kind of ruins Gaara a little bit. And then Boruto, which I haven't really watched, I've heard ruins Gaara even more, to where Gaara is like a nothing character. But so Toph is really cool, right? She's blind, she can see with earth, right? She created metal bending, very, very formidable, right? Most people probably wouldn't want to go toe to toe with Toph, right? Probably say the best earthbender in the entire show. There's maybe a couple that you could argue, but Toph is the one. My issue is Gaara, right? Because Toph to me isn't super quick. You know what I mean? Like, let's just think about this for a second. And I guess spoilers for the shows, but like Gaara has, I mean, okay, so to me, Gaara, the thing that leans towards Gaara for me is his sand, right? Is his sand gourd, where it's like, I don't know that the combination of his sand shield mixed with his sand armor is going to be able to be penetrated by Toph. Just because, like, I don't know, she would have to, like, power through it. Because Toph to me isn't that fast, and like the only people that really were able to get past it were people that were super, super quick, so like Rock Lee or Sasuke, or you know what I mean, like they use speed to pass the shield, because other than that, like the shield just catches everything and whatever, right? And then even when they get through it, he has his like armor that he uses, and like that to me, like the defense of that, I don't know if Toph can get through it. I just don't know. I just don't know, Toph is really, really good, but I'm going to have to go with Gaara. I'm going to have to guess Gaara. I have to. We'll see, though. Let's see.
Throughout Death Battle, we've seen all manner of weapons and abilities, but these two combatants command the very earth around them.
Gaara of the desert.
And Toph Beifong, the blind bandit.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Also, like Sand Coffin, like come on, dude. I don't know, man.
He's a short, skinny, pale stick of a kid, but he's also one of the deadliest shinobi in the world.
He looks like a member of Green Day.
Gaara is the son of the fourth Kazekage, leader of the village hidden in the sand. Born prematurely at the cost of his mother's life, Gaara was destined for a childhood of depression and loneliness from the get-go.
Not even a minute old and already has a kill under his belt. Though, technically he had a little help. Because, you see, as he was being born, his father was like, "Hey, you know what would be awesome? Using ninja magic to seal a horrible monster in my son's belly to turn him into an ultimate weapon."
It did happen. It did happen.
The process was successful, and Gaara became a Jinchuriki, human beings who have powerful tailed beasts trapped within them. Gaara's beast was Shukaku, a giant tanuki with power over sand.
Oh, I wanted to
And if we're, if we're talking about Toph with the tail beast, like, he can't. Come on, dude. Like, Toph doesn't want this smoke.
Shukaku loathed humanity, and at first, Gaara had difficulty controlling the monster's rage, accidentally hurting others. As such, he was shunned by his own people, forced to live a secluded life.
Well, yeah, I mean, he's got a goddamn tummy monster. It's not like Pepto-Bismol solving that.
Convinced his only option was to fight and care for only himself, Gaara became a ruthless killing machine.
But it's not all bad. Having a digestive desert demon gives him control over all things sand. He can wield it as a weapon using his mind to trap and crush his foes. Oh, and he can also use it to frickin' fly. How the hell does that work?
He can mentally adjust the density of his sand, whether it needs to be lighter than air or stronger than steel. He can even use it to stop bombs powerful enough to wipe out an entire village. He can control any sand in his vicinity using his chakra, a spiritual energy shinobi access for superhuman abilities, such as walking up a tree.
This guy is like the ultimate emo kid. But I'm not gonna give him too much crap, because he can use existing sand to crush the ground around him for even more sand. So he's never without easy access to ammo. Despite this, he still carries a gigantic gourd of sand on his back.
It's huge. You'd think that'd be hard on his spine. Interestingly enough, its unique shape and size is a reference to how in Japanese folklore, tanukis were considered to be so well endowed they'd have to sling their testicles over their shoulders.
Awesome.
But the thing is, Gaara's gourd is not carrying any ordinary testicles. I mean sand. Gaara has infused his own chakra into the gourd sand.
This directly links it to Gaara, making it much easier for him to control. He's so skilled with it, he can even forge weapons from it, bury people underground, or send it into another person's bloodstream and control them like some sort of puppet.
I don't like that.
Talk about an itch you're not gonna scratch.
Also, Gaara eventually battled and defeated his own father, who happened to be a zombie at the time. His father used a magnetic release ability to control gold dust, much like Gaara does sand.
Even though he can't do the zombie dad magnet thing, Gaara added gold dust to his gourd sand anyway, giving him more control over its weight.
But wait, there's more. With her dying breath, Gaara's mother somehow imparted her own power into
Somehow.
sand. It became living sand, an extension of her will, determined to follow and protect Gaara. It will spring from the gourd
God,
and
man, remember this
from
fight?
any danger, regardless of risk and without command.
This
Arguably the
defensive
illest
technique
fight
is called
in the entire
absolute
show.
defense. Pretty good name, really. Gaara's sand is so dense and fast, only someone who can move nearly the speed of sound can pass it.
Gaara can also use everyday sand to create defenses such as his sand armor, which encases him in a shell to soften blows. Unlike his automatic absolute defense, the sand armor is self-created and requires a large amount of his chakra to maintain.
Gaara's skill with sand is only limited by how much chakra he's got left in his system. After running low, he could tag out and give Shukaku a turn fighting, until a group of crazy people literally pulled the sand monster from his body for good. That must have hurt. It's gotta be like twice as bad as the night after Chipotle.
He died.
Oh!
Oh.
Turns out losing Shukaku was actually a blessing in disguise. After being resurrected, Gaara spent some time reevaluating his emotional roller coaster of a life. Inspired by Naruto Uzumaki, he began to truly understand compassion. His attitude changed. His people began supporting him. He even commanded the allied shinobi forces during the Fourth Great Shinobi War. And, like his late father, Gaara also became
A zombie?
Kazekage.
Damn! Well, even non-zombie and missing Shukaku, Gaara still retained his powerful chakra and skill over sand.
In their fight, Gaara was so powerful, his father mistook him for Shukaku itself,
Oof.
despite the sand monster being long gone.
Gaara is stronger and smarter than ever, all thanks to his mother's love. I miss Mama Boomstick.
Few can withstand the overwhelming power of this sand shinobi. Or Mama Boomstick's cooking.
Hey! You're uninvited to Thanksgiving.
I never was!
Exactly.
I don't know, man. Like, listen, man. I love Toph. She might be my favorite character in the entire show, but like, what does she have? Like, I can't wait for them about to tell me what Toph can do, because maybe I'm forgetting
As
stuff.
the only child of the wealthy Beifong family, Toph was kept a secret from the rest of the world. Hidden away, she was pampered and guarded like a fragile child. Her parents were hopeful she could someday become a noble, respected member of Earth Kingdom society.
But their hopes were pretty much dashed from the moment she popped out. See those faded whites? Yeah, Toph's completely blind.
My daughter is blind. She is blind and tiny and helpless and fragile.
Still, fragile is the last word that I would want to use
Yeah,
to
Toph,
describe this
Toph
chick.
is the toughest character in the
Frustrated
show.
by her parents' stubborn coddling, Toph ran away from home at the age of 6 and ended up losing her way in a cave. Until
She was taught by some
rescued
mole
by
people.
Some giant badger moles.
Badger moles, yeah. That taught her
Yes,
how to.
They are badgers. And they are moles.
Imagine one of those things burrowing into your home. What kind of pest control do you even call for that? Oh wait, I know.
The National Guard.
Like Toph, badger moles are blind, so they took a liking to her.
Well, how the hell would they know?
And as the original artists of the craft, the badger moles began her training in the art of earthbending.
These giant varmints taught Toph how to manipulate rock and stone.
God.
Using movements similar to the Gaara praying mantis martial art, Toph can telekinetically throw, grow, shrink, and alter Earth in any conceivable way, making for some pretty down-to-earth attacks and defenses.
So do you
The
think
badger
that
moles also
Toph
taught Toph how to see.
could
These
earthbend
ridiculous
Gaara
creatures
sand?
are also masters of LASIK surgery?
No, Toph does not use her eyes to see. Of course, her other senses are extremely accurate, and as a master earthbender, Toph can sense the location of Earth anywhere. Even more impressive, though, the badger moles navigate their tunnels using an earthbending technique known as the seismic sense, and Toph quickly picked up on this talent. It's kind of like sonar, detecting the exact location and movement of a person or object through their interaction with the ground.
I feel the vibrations in the earth, and I can see where everything is. You, that tree, even those ants.
She feels every movement, every footstep, every heartbeat, so precisely she can even tell if a person's lying.
A woman who can always tell when I'm lying? No, thank you. Toph is so good at this that even her closest friends sometimes forget she's blind.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But don't worry.
I forgot.
In only 6 years, Toph had completely mastered earthbending. She even won the Earth Rumble 4 tournament multiple times under her stage
Yeah, she did.
name, the Blind Bandit.
But Toph didn't stop her training with just earthbending. At first, softer earth proved difficult for her seismic sense.
I feel the vibrations in the ground with my feet, but the sand is so loose and shifty, it makes everything look fuzzy.
But she has since demonstrated her mastery in both sand bending and mud bending. She can also change the density of earth from sand to stone and back. And before you start making any density or hardening innuendos, she's 12.
Okay. But her greatest achievement is the discovery of an all-new bending
Her
art.
hair,
one
her
thought
hair
to
was
be
so big.
impossible. Metal bending.
By manipulating the earthy composition within, Toph can bend nearly any type of metal just as well as stone. The exception being highly purified metals such as platinum.
Toph quickly mastered metal bending and went on to teach it to others.
Yo, Toph is ill.
Founded and led a metal bending police force.
And that's after conquering Earth Rumble 4, holding up a building the size of a castle, defeating an entire army almost single-handedly, and dueling King Boomy to a standstill. And that guy's conquered an entire hostile city by himself.
Yeah,
Even at
Boomy's
her old
nuts.
age, Toph was capable of going one-on-one with a new avatar, and her seismic sense could locate people across the world.
She knows when I've lied and where I've been. Women should not have these powers.
I am the greatest earthbender in the world! Don't you two dunderheads ever forget it!
All right, the combatants are set. Let's end this debate once and for all.
It's time for a death battle!
So, real quick, I feel like obviously I'm still stuck with Gaara, right? That's my prediction. That's my guess. If Toph wins, I feel like the explanation is going to be her being able to earthbend Gaara's sand somehow. You know what I mean? Like using it against him. Because no, I guess Gaara could do that too. You know, because Gaara can like use his sand to turn other earth into sand and then control it. I don't know. It's interesting.
Talk about a rough ride.
You do not belong here. This is sacred ground. Leave.
Oh yeah, tough guy? Make me.
Yeah, I. Oof.
Interesting. She commands stone as fluently as I control sand.
By the way, I can tell you're using your sand to smash up the ground underneath us for more ammo. Pretty smart for a sand. Too bad I'm gonna kick your butt before you can use any of it.
I can't underestimate her.
Yeah.
I need time.
Oh no.
Sorry, Grumpy. I'm not ready to be a shish kebab just yet.
Oh no. Oh, it didn't even scratch it.
Come on! Are you really that scared of a little blind girl? I'm touched.
Oh wow.
Your eyes. Those are not the eyes of loneliness, like mine. They are blank.
Impressive insight, Gloom.
Why are we getting like character exposition?
That's new. Hey, no fair!
You need your arms to control the earth. I will remove them.
Dream on, creep. It'll take a lot more sand than that to take me down.
That's the plan.
Oh, crap.
Sun coffin. Sun burial. It is done.
I feel like it's not.
Jeez, I almost felt that.
That's impossible.
You kidding? Pay attention, Sandy. I'm about to school you.
Oh no, Gaara's moving. Oh no. Ooh, that's not good.
That's how it's done.
Okay.
Goddamn son of a shit weasel! Why did another anime character have to lose?
Yeah.
I'm happy for Toph. I'm glad she
Here's
won.
why. Gaara's sand is monstrous, and its speed and power could easily obliterate most foes. But with Toph, it's another story.
Really? She's friggin' blind, for God's sakes, and he can
Yeah,
fly!
I want to know how she won.
In the official behind-the-scenes extras of the Avatar Book 2 DVD, we found this. Toph can feel the earth, even if it isn't connected to the ground.
Toph is tough, but her real strength lies in her precision and technique. With her earthbending and seismic sense, she could see Gaara's attacks coming the instant they began, regardless of if he was in the air.
While Gaara's chakra-infused sand is controlled by his late mother, it's still sand. Just like in an earthbending duel, Toph was able to influence it long enough to misdirect or block attacks.
Okay, yeah.
Remember,
So,
Gaara added his father's gold dust to the mix, giving Toph two different bending options just in case. Unlike platinum, gold contains traces of iron and
okay,
copper.
yeah.
and can
That's
be metal.
kind of like what I said,
To
right?
top
Where I was
this
like, if
off,
she
Toph
wins,
keeps himself
it's
covered in
because she
sand
can
armor, so
manipulate
Toph could always
his
sense
sand.
where he was.
And it specifically stated that the sand armor uses up large amounts of Gaara's own chakra.
And the chakra
not
thing.
his
Yeah,
mother's sand.
okay.
So, when he
That all
ran
makes
low on
sense.
chakra, it became difficult to maintain. Thus, Toph had no problem turning Gaara's greatest defense into his worst weakness.
Gaara couldn't stand up to Toph.
Okay.
I
I'm
know you're
happy for
floored.
Toph, man.
I really
I
grounded
love
that one
Toph.
in,
I'm
didn't
kind
I?
of glad she
What
won.
can I say? It's my earthly delight.
The winner is Toph Bei Fong.
No need to gravel about it. Can't we just bury the hatchet? I'm out. Next time on Death.
Okay. All right. So yeah. I mean that's kind of like what I said, right? Where I was like, if she's gonna win, it's because she can manipulate a sand. I didn't say this, but I was also thinking it where the whole chakra thing, right? Because they don't really mention chakra. I mean, there is like chi in Avatar, but it's mostly used for like when Aang is training to become a better avatar, like the spirit stuff, and then also Ty Lee when she like does the pressure points and stuff. But like, you know, chakra's like a big thing in Naruto where if you run low on it, you can't really do anything. Like I'm running low on chakra, and it's like, oh shoot, you gotta like eat or sleep or something to like regain it, because once you lose it, you're pretty much useless. So yeah, that all makes sense. Yeah, because like with that information, anything that Gaara did, it's Toph could just block it or misdirect it or manipulate it. You know, so it's like Sandcoffin. It's like, well, Sandcoffin's not going to hurt me because I'm just going to turn this, and I'm just going to turn the sand, and I'm going to like harden it and then push it away or whatever. So, because that's what I was really scared for her was like the Sandcoffin stuff. How is she going to get out of that? But she did a good job. So she had everything against him. Yeah, I mean, literally any other, probably like any other Naruto character might have, or not Naruto, any other Avatar character might have lost against Gaara. But Toph was just like had an answer to every single thing that Gaara had. So yeah, that was good. Let me know what other death battles you want me to watch. Let me know what other just reaction stuff you want me to do. Make sure to check out my other reactions. And that is it. Until next time, make sure to watch more cartoons.